What is going on YouTube? It's Sankey, we're back with another one. Alright guys, so we've entered the last trading day of the week, and despite the weekend just being one day away, you guys know we're going to keep focused, continue building our portfolios and taking full advantage of the opportunities that are out there in the markets. That being said, I've got a couple of plays in this video I want to put on your radar for you guys to grab in the markets today. So I've got jam-packed on for you, so do make sure you stick this one all the way through me. Now before I get to it, I'm going to need you guys to hit that like button for me, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Now guys, before I jump into the first play, let's touch on the yields. So as you can see, we've been tracking the yields every day since the beginning of the week. And you can see, yesterday we're at 1.5%. Now we've climbed up to 1.6%. Now, you know, right now the market's going through a phase where it's hypersensitive to the yields. So when the yields are rising, the markets are going to fall. So if we just flick over to the NASDAQ futures, you can see that we're down for the futures. So you guys should be expecting a drop in the plays today of anywhere between 5 to 10%. But don't let this deter you, don't let this derail you from the mission, because we know what we're trying to do here is catch these cheap plays out there in the market. And I'm excited by this and all the opportunities it now presents us. So before we jump into our first play, I want to touch on one of the plays that I put you guys in recently. Up on screen, we've got Surge Pace, ticker symbol SURG. This is one of the penny stock plays that I put you guys in a couple of weeks back. Now you guys know we can't go a single week without one of our plays blowing up. And here we have it. On yesterday's performance, Surge Pace went up 62%. So strong performance from this play. And we're just adding this one to our growing Hall of Fame collection over here on this channel. Now I've got some important things to say about how we next move with this play. And even if you didn't manage to jump into this one, ensure you're taking your physical notes or your mental notes to ensure you're well equipped for next time you jump into one of our plays. Now you guys know when it comes to selling strategy with the penny stock plays, we have our 3 checkpoints. That's at 25% return, at 50% return, and then 100% return. Now you can see Surge Plays has blasted through 2 of our checkpoints, the 25 and the 50%. So it's time for us to take profits on this play. And if you're looking for guidance on what to take, I'll take at least 50% of your original investment out of this one. So if you originally invested $100 into Surge Plays, it's time for you guys to take out $50. Now, the second thing you guys need to do is set your stop limits on this one. You guys remember we set our stop limits to protect the downside, but also to ensure that we can still enjoy that upside if any more materializes going forward. So I would set your stop limits to be at least 10 to 15% down from the current stock price. This is to ensure if there's any downwards volatility, you can cash the rest of your holding out of this one. You guys remember, with these penny stock plays, you want to exercise caution. Now we know there's also additional added layer of risk with these penny stock plays from the brokers, the trading 2-on-2 getting involved and putting in buy restrictions on these penny stock plays. And you guys know when they put these buy restrictions on, that's going to significantly reduce the buying volume. And we need that buying volume to continue driving that stock price up. Now, when it comes to these type of plays, you guys know we have to think ahead, not be greedy, and move strategically. Now, I'm going to share this with you guys. So Unimi says, good heads up on Surge Pace, did a madness today, but we took profit. First 2.8 thousand profit from one of your penny stocks from February. Thank you. So big shout out to you. Congrats. I can see you've graduated from my teaching with the highest degree. Alright guys, so it's time for the plays to pick up in the markets today. We're going to kick things off with GEVO, ticker symbol GEVO. Now you guys know we've been rocking with this play ever since they were $2, so we've made a lot of money on this one so far, but there's still a lot of room for this one to climb upwards. Now if I just show you that stock price, we know this falls in the category of the renewable energy, the clean energy, and they were hit hard, just like the plug was, just like the fuel cell was, just like the clean energy fuels. So they've come down from $14 all the way down to below $10. Now this just opens up a good entry point, and especially with the market weakness that we're going to see today, this is a good time to scoop this one up, add to the portfolio if you don't already have a position, or increase your existing position in this play. Now you guys remember when I told you, as we go through this correction, this sell-off phase, under this dark cloud in the market, there's a lot of plays that are still hitting their business objectives month after month after month, and GEVO is one of those plays. So now I want to let you guys know next week GEVO are coming out with their financial results. I believe it's the 18th of March. So I'm going to put that on your radar. Now what you guys need to know about GEVO is they have a large market cap relative to the sales, the revenues that they make. So they're light on their revenues right now, but because they make so many partnerships, because they're investing heavily into their business, that's going to balance out going forward into the future. So this is a play that you guys definitely want in your portfolio. Now, when it comes to their earnings, what we're expecting is a narrower loss. You know, they've been reconfiguring their business. They've been stripping out some costs to make them more profitable and increase their margins. So that's one of the things we're looking out for in their earnings. Also, we're looking out for some good guidance going forward to the rest of the year. Now, you guys know this is a play that I'll continue to rock with as we progress through the year. You guys know my end of year price target on this one, that's $15 to $18. Next, that's Nano Dimensions, ticker symbol NNDM. This is a 3D printing technology company. Now, yesterday they came out with their earnings. Revenues they crushed. They had a wider loss than expected, however. But with these earlier stage companies that are in growth mode, you can be lenient with a loss. You can give leeway to that. That's fine as long as they're growing well. Now, that growth in revenue tells me that they're doing what they need to do as a business. They're winning those contracts, they're growing, they're expanding, and they're moving in the right direction for us investors. So this is a good play, and I like them, and that's been reflected in yesterday's share price performance. Now, you can see strong performance on yesterday, but as we're having some headwinds in the market today, it's going to open up a good buying opportunity for you guys to grab this one on the pullback. Now, I like this play below $10. If you grab them below 10, that's good. Even better is if you can grab them at $9. Up next, that's IQST. Now, you guys know this is one of the plays in the portfolio. We know they're involved in fintech. They've got their telecom division, their blockchain asset, and they've got some EV going on as well. Now, last business update I gave you guys, I mentioned they're on track to hit that 60 million in revenues by the end of the year. And if you just check out their market cap hovering around $100 million, this makes this play an undervalued play to have in the portfolio. And we like those undervalued plays because it means there's a lot of upside potential with them. Now, got to remember, this is a play that's got a strong balance sheet. They've cleaned out their debt. They've got a good management team that's focused and pushing them in the right direction. And also, one of the big updates I want to share with you guys is they're progressing along nicely with their plans to uplist to the NASDAQ, to go from the OTC up to the NASDAQ. Now, you guys know the benefits that gives these plays means they've got access to a broader range of investors, more liquidity, and other additional corporate benefits. Now, you guys know this is a play with strong PR. The last update they gave us over the last 24 hours, they're looking to engage bankers in April to assist them with the uplisting. So I wouldn't be expecting uplisting to complete to at least Q3, Q4 this year at the earliest, but this is still good things to look forward to with this play. If you check out that stock price performance, guys, they're looking like they're showing early signs of consolidation, i.e. they're trading flat. You guys know I like those growth plays that are in consolidation mode. Tells you they're getting ready for something. So if you haven't already got this play, the closer to $1, the better. So if you can wait for that slight pullback to $1, you want to load up on this one. This is a play that's going to $3 this year if they can hit their business objectives. Our next play, that's Plug Power, ticker symbol PLUG. Let me just remind you guys of the price action with this one. This one before the market sell-off was around $65, then pulled back to the high 30s. Now, you guys know, remember I told you about that rubber band price movement. That's when you have a play with solid fundamentals, good growth prospects. So during the market sell-off, they're going to drop, but bounce right back. So they went from the high 30s right up to the high 40s. So I hope you guys have got your position in this one as they were coming down. If you haven't already, now's a good time during today's market pullback to grab this one, add them to the portfolio. This is a solid play within the hydrogen fuel cell space. We know they've got plans, operations, plants in New York, in Europe, and Asia. So this is an international play that you want to make sure you've got a position fully built out in your portfolio. This one's going to climb back into the 50s, then into the 60s, then into the 70s. Alright guys, so those are the plays. If you guys remember, I said always make sure you have dry powder on hand. That's cash that's readily available that you can deploy into the market, make the most of the cheaper prices. It's times like this where a lot of wealth is created in the stock market. Now you guys know what to do. Let's go. Alright guys, been rocking with the channel. You know what time is. This question comes from Luke, says, hi, I'm a student studying A-levels with some savings. I'm looking to invest. I've been following you for a few weeks, catching the dips, and now I'm already in the green. What selling strategy should I follow and when? I'm only investing small amounts until I get used to the markets. Now, this is a great question, so thank you for sending it in. I want to cover off a number of points in your questions because it's a good one. So firstly, you mentioned you're studying A-levels and you just started investing. You've got two great factors on your side. You've got age, and also you're investing in the right time in the market. So this is good. If you guys just stick to the strategy, invest consistently, you're going to do very well in the stock market. You actually started investing around the same time I did, so this is good. Now, you want to know about selling strategy of these plays. In fact, first off, you mentioned that you're already in the green on some of these plays, so that's good. You guys know that's why I say make sure you're investing now into these plays. You can see that Luke, he's taken on board the advice, investing in on the way down, right? He's showing that confidence and conviction into these plays, and he's already in the green. So this is good. Now, you mentioned selling strategy. What you want to do is you want to distinguish between whether it's a growth play and a penny stock play, because we have different selling strategies for these two. with these penny stock plays, you guys know we follow the 25 to 50 to 100% rule. That is when that play jumps up 25%, when it jumps up 50%, when it jumps up 100%, those are your checkpoints to take profits out of that play. With these penny stock plays, there's a lot of different variables going on that are wildly out of our control. So you want to ensure that when you see that run up, you're taking the profits. With the growth plays, they're more stable, they're more established businesses. They've proven themselves somewhat in the marketplace, in the business environment. So you can almost trust them a bit more to hold that cash. So when it comes to growth stock plays, I just let the money, when I invest, it's just a buy and hold situation. And then on the dips, I catch the dips. That's how you're going to maximize your returns. Now, when it comes to selling out of these growth stock plays, you really want to be holding them 12 to 24 months minimum to allow that business to continue growing and that share price to continue increasing. A lot of these growth stock plays still have a lot in the pipeline and a lot to deliver. And these are good catalysts. And when they materialize, that stock price is going to be significantly higher. So you do want to hold on to those plays to maximize your returns into them. Now, you also mentioned you're investing small amounts of cash into the market. And this is a big reminder to those of you out there who don't have a lot of cash to invest into the market or who are sitting on the sidelines. You only need a small amount to get kick-started into the market. And because of compounding, that small amount of cash you invest regularly can lead to a good sum of money in the portfolio. So Luke, keep crushing it, keep doing your thing. The stock market's already blessed you in such a short period of time. More to come as we go forward. Alright guys, so that wraps things up. Do hit the like button for me, it helps the channel out. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Also check out link down below to the Patreon, where you can get access to our Discord and join our team of investors over there. Now, as we progress through the day and head into the weekend, you guys know, coming at you with a lot more videos to help you guys prep and get ready to crush another week in the stock market. That being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.